I think youth have a lot to say when it comes to issues of access. I think when it comes to issues of censorship and content online, I think youth have a really important voice there because youth use the internet probably differently to how other age groups do, and that's something that the internet governance community really needs to be aware of and take account of.
But the contributions of youth to internet governance in principle should be valuable everywhere. But there might, yes, I was going to say, in questions of infrastructure, the youth input is maybe relatively less important, in that it's not so much age-bound. Whereas questions of content, applications, data use are more directly affecting youth, and youth can have particular perspectives and interests, so maybe in those areas it's more.
Look, the internet is transversal. It's in every area. So we have all the areas. We have students coming from the legal side, from the technical side, from the human science. So the internet is not only for techies or not only for lawyers. It's for everyone, for the medicine, for the government, for the industry, and for all activities in the different areas.
Я бы представлял, что, конечно, вопрос регулирования контента, потому что нам еще непосредственно генераторы потребителей. Вопросы регулирования порядка, характера оборота данных, больших данных. Наверное, в меньшей степени экономические аспекты, потому что на сегодняшний день все-таки этими вещами занимаются те люди, которые уже получили на это право избирательного государства. То есть в том случае, если такого рода молодые люди попадают в Думу или места государственного руководства, то у них будет больше шансов значимо участвовать. Так, в первую очередь, конечно, контент. В вторую очередь, в понимании тех новых технологических реалий, которые появятся завтра, значит, того нового технологического регулирования, которое будет для этих реалий необходимо, доступно, и какие последствия в результате этого будут возникать.
Ну, на самом деле, тут же очень много вопросов. Вопросы безопасности, доступности, есть вопросы управления контентом, взаимодействия с госорганами, взаимодействия с крупным, наверное, бизнесом, тоже, наверное, интересная тема. Все же смотрят YouTube, да, и все знают, что на YouTube там есть проблемы с модерацией контента. Ну, например, почему бы не заниматься этими всеми вещами на международном уровне, на уровне обсуждения с представителями компаний, на уровне обсуждения с госорганами, таким угодно, в принципе, гражданским обществом.
On the application side, and I think that's something very important for the youth, is that clearly the internet has an impact on our role in societies, but even more than that, on our self-consciousness. You know, we are constantly online and offline, and we build an offline side of ourselves. This must have an impact on us, on our perceptions, on our relations with people. This is something that those that are completely digital native probably they understand way more than those that haven't seen that from the outset. And exploring what is the impact on that, even in growing, learning, interacting with other people, that's something that the youth, I think, should be, is the category here that has the most knowledge and awareness of it. So that's one area where I would really suggest the youth to look into that. What is the impact of the internet beyond just using it?
Yeah, youth are I am very interested in those issues more related with social impact. For me, being a technologist, being an engineer, I'm always interested perhaps more in technology. But what I see from young people is that they want to understand the impact, for example, in news, in social networks, and also this impact of the information in the economy, in the development. So it's a different perspective, more practical and more related with the impact in society than the adults. We are perhaps more what is related with what we work with, but youth is more related with the impact for the whole community, which is a very interesting perspective.
So In terms of the technical part, I think younger people may be more conversant with certain kinds of coding and technical standards and operational things that are, again, shaping the future of how the internet goes, whereas older people may be more familiar with the well-established protocols. I think most of the interesting things have to do more with the behavioral and content-oriented aspects of internet governance. So they could bring perspectives into how these things are affecting and what problems are being produced by the viewing of content. Or they may be killing off myths. We may all believe that disinformation is controlling people's minds, and maybe youth are saying, no, we can see through this. We know that that's not really that effective.
Well, it largely depends on the people, because youth is a diverse kind of part of population. For example, young people like school graduates, they can be interested in different kinds of things. They can be IT students, they are more interested in IT. They can be law students, they're more interested in law, and so on and so forth. But generally, from my experience, it's cybersecurity and cyberbullying and human rights online. I believe it is almost everywhere, and it depends on the background you have, it depends on your talents, your passions, what you like, where you feel more comfortable. I know many people who, for example, start to be involved more in technical issues after they got, for example, a degree in law. It all depends where you feel that you can find the proper application of your skills. So
then most of them concerned about internet access. It's not only about the affordability of access to the internet, but also the capacity, whether they're able to adapt internet, and in terms of that way for digital inclusion. So in Asia Pacific, I would say access and digital inclusion is most of the concern. But other than that, maybe in Asia, especially in the country I'm in right now, in China and also in Hong Kong, people care more about privacy issues, data protections, and surveillance. Because people trying to invent many new technology about AI, how they can actually surveillance people for collecting different data for building their smart cities. So actually, it's designed for good, but behind that, there are many cybersecurity issues on the line, and of course, privacy issue. People start to be aware that how important their personal data is. And understand that if they're involved in making the policy, they can actually protect themselves by giving an opinion.
What I see is that they're really good to argue for inclusion. So every topic that revolves around digital inclusion, especially education, young people should be asked because they're directly affected. Child rights and human rights of young people, rights to participation on the internet, that is definitely an issue that young people also need to be involved in. Also when we talk about safety online, how to be safe as a young person, the views of young people definitely need to be heard. I mean, sure, you can ask young people, they come with all kinds of expertise and can also speak on topics such as AI or net neutrality, but there's definitely some core topics where they just need to be represented.